We have some interesting developments in the world of XRP and the overall cryptocurrency markets. I do want to discuss a lot of things with you, and we have some information talking about the XRP move to the upside, which could be absolutely biblical. So I want to keep you guys up to date with everything that's happening with XRP and the markets, but please do remember that nothing in my videos is ever financial advice because I am not a financial advisor. Now let's jump straight into this. Looking at the XRP chart, we can see $2.07 as we speak. XRP right now with our 3x leverage position, you know guys, that we opened up recently here on the channel. We're in about $2,000 of profit, 72% here because we got that 3x long on, and hopefully this continues to make some money. Now remember, my strategy here is I buy low leverage positions that I'm actually bullish on for the long term, and I like to buy them when the market is irrationally scared, and that's what we saw back here, right? So that's how I got involved in such a really nicely timed trade here. But what I did was I acted when the most of the market was really irrational. So that's one strategy that I really like to do here on the channel, and I'll keep you guys up to date whenever I do that sort of thing. So do make sure you do smash that like button and hit the subscribe to stay up to date, guys. Now, XRP could have a massive move to the upside due to the short squeezes in the overall market, as well as a short squeeze on XRP, depending on how the traders are trading. We can see here, according to Crypto Michael, the XRP short squeeze is going to be biblical. This guy says he was one of the only people that told you to buy XRP when it was at the bottom. Everyone else was predicting a huge crash. And I must agree, obviously not me included because I also bought, but a lot of people were predicting the market to be literally over. So depending on your own strategies, you kind of want to get rid of the people who are flip-flopping. They're emotional in their trading. They're emotional in their views. You don't want someone who's panicking after the market has already moved down. You want someone who up at the top or at certain places is actually potentially taking profits before it happens, right? One thing that we discuss here on the channel is the fact that we don't know what will happen next. That is one of the reasons why at this peak here, I actually did take some profits out of my trades and my spot bags, which a lot of people call me crazy for, but in a moment like we're in right now, it means that I have cash to deploy, whether it's in XRP, whether it's in Bitcoin, maybe even I want to buy the overall markets. Now, speaking about the overall markets, we can see right now the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are down in the futures market, which is not a great thing to be seeing because that may mean that the crypto markets get affected by this. All right, guys, we also have some interesting things going on where China has been signaling readiness for talks if the US shows some respect. So that could be good for the market, but we do also have Trump tariffs where China is signaling the readiness. We already spoke about that, my bad. But what I meant to say is we have information. Where is it? Come on, here. So Trump says that the USA and Japan will negotiate tariffs today. We will be attending the meeting. So this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see some market steadiness, some negotiations, some agreements. That way the market can be more steady. The overall markets, like the stock market, can be more steady, slowly climbing, hopefully again as normal. Then Bitcoin can do the same. And then, of course, we might see our altcoins. And I do think that XRP is going to be one of them. The reason why I think that is simple. It's because the US is going to be very bullish towards crypto and very favorable towards the cryptos that are based in the US, XRP being one of them. That's why I think it's important, and that's why I'm personally paying attention to it. Now, on top of that, we have a meeting today at 11:30. JP Morgan, I keep doing the same thing. JP Morgan predicts rate cuts are coming, but we have a meeting with Jerome Powell that is happening today at 11:30. This is where Fed Jerome Powell will speak amid the heightened volatility in the US markets because of how unpredictable the Trump policy is. So this meeting could be very volatile for the market. He might be bullish, he might be bearish, so we need to prepare for this. So one way we can prepare for this is our risk management. We can have stop losses, Or we can even have a plan. Okay, well, I'm going to be adding to my position if XYZ happens. I'm going to be selling my position if XYZ happens. If the market is really volatile to the upside, I'm going to take some profits. We need to prepare for that when we have a meeting like we're having today, because JP Morgan is predicting that there might be rate cuts coming, which will be very bullish for the market. And we might hear something about that in today's meeting. Of course, that's pure speculation, but that could be coming in today's meeting. Now, you might be thinking, well, Connor, why aren't you talking about XRP? This video is about XRP. Well, right now, we have massive volatility in the market because of inflation and market outlook, market pessimism, and people being worried. This all affects the liquidity. Right now, we have so much liquidity sitting on the sidelines. And in fact, we have a ton of people betting that the price is going to go down because of this uncertainty. Right now, there is almost $10 billion worth of short liquidations waiting for Bitcoin if it hits a price of 95,000. Now, if Bitcoin does hit a price around there, let's say from where we are right now to 95, it's only a 13% move. Just look at this candle that we had on this day right here. That alone was 11% move. So this is something that could happen over just a couple of days. You can see this push here from where we reached a low 67. We pushed up to, 93 in the space of 11 days, guys. That's a 40% move. So this is something that could happen. Now, if that happens, it's going to cascade liquidations in Bitcoin, and the same thing will probably happen for XRP. And because of the bullish stance for America and the American cryptos, I think XRP stands to be very beneficial for that. Now, if you're a trader, guys, and you want to make the best of this current market volatility, right now, you can get 20% copy trading cashback. So once you make your deposit, you can get up to $500 of copy trading bonuses. Now, if you don't want to copy trade, you can also get bonuses on Blowfin, and you can also trade the futures market, the spot market, and whatever you want. But I myself have been using their copy trading, right? And I've been copying a trader called Quantoshi, and you can only copy this trader if you use the links down there in my description. If you're already a user of Blowfin, you can also fill out the form, and then you can copy trade this person. But guys, I've been doing this for about a month now, and so far we have made $1,911, almost a 20% return, which I personally think is absolutely incredible. And of course, this doesn't guarantee, there's no guarantees of results here, right? I'm not telling you that you're definitely going to make money, but over the course of a month, we made about 20% while the market has been in turmoil. And Quantoshi is an algorithmic trader, right? They're not humans, they're algorithms, and then I'm following that passively through Blowfin. So it's just one of my many strategies, but you can do all of these strategies on Blowfin. So futures trading, spot trading, and copy trading if it's something you're interested in. But please, you need to understand the risk. But this is my own money. I put $10,000 in here for this test, and we've been doing it for a month, and I'm going to continue this test. So if you do want to sign up to Blowfin, access this copy trader, or just the futures market, spot market, the links for that are down there in the description. And of course, we have our trade on XRP. And I'll be looking to take some profits from this once we do start to break, $2.50, maybe up to the $3 region. Take a little bit profits, wait on the sidelines. If there's a pullback, I'll add those back in. And that's my strategy here. I also have my spot market strategy for XRP, where I'm also trading and also investing and holding. I've been holding my XRP bag for many, many years now. My average is around that 50-cent region. So we're still very nice in that spot bag, but I think there's a long way to go. Maybe even $10, I believe, is possible in this bull run if we get another really bullish leg. Now, of course, some of you guys might not like to hear this. You might want to hear the $100 predictions, the $1,000, the $10,000, but I think it's nice to be realistic in this market. And if it goes significantly higher than $10, happy days, because the way I trade or the way I do this is I always hold a moon bag. So, if I have my current bag and then we go to $10, I will sell a portion of that, quite a significant portion, to stockpile the cash in case we get a pullback. And then let's say I leave 10% in or 20% in. If we do go to $1,000 a coin, that's still going to be loads of money. So that's the way I see it, and that's how I'm going to keep my strategy going. And if you guys want to hear about this every single day, smash that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. And by the way, if you made it all the way to this part in the video, it's my birthday today. So wish me a happy birthday in the comment section if you fancy it. And remember, guys, if you want to sign up to Blowfin and do something similar to this, all of the links are down there in the description, and you guys can grab this copy trading cashback bonus. So links are down there, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.